So today I'm out here with Danny. Danny, you're telling me out here homeless doing blues. How long has that been going on?
I'd say I've been out on the streets probably since February. Yeah, since February, so like 5 months.
So you just recently started doing blues and ended up out here.
Oh no, I've been doing blues a little bit over a year now, since last year, March.
And what happened in February? Is that where you're out in the streets?
Yeah, I got I overstayed my welcome at my folks' house. They eventually found out that I was into drugs. They tried to give me a chance, but it just has a stronghold on me. So eventually, things went bad. I got kicked out, and I've just been out on the streets on my own for about 5 months now.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have 3 kids.
And do you see your kids?
No, my ex, I've been with her, or I was with her for about 10 years. I had like a 10, 11-year relationship with her. She cheated on me, took my kids out to Colorado. I'd say that's when things started to go bad. I was in like a deep depression. Tried to self-medicate,
And were blues the first thing you tried?
No, during I think the last year that I was with her, I was smoking heroin for like about 9 months, but I kicked the habit. I got clean. I was clean for about 3-4 months, and then after that I found the blues. Since like I think a couple months after she left, I started doing blues. But first it was heroin, and then it was the blues.
So when you were together and you had a family, were you working? What were you doing?
Yeah, I was definitely working. I do tile work, so I was in like doing construction projects. Yeah, I've been working since I was 18. I've always been working, and I've been doing tile for about 10 years, 9 to 10 years, I'd say. Yeah.
Have you ever tried professional treatment?
No. When I got clean off of heroin, I did it myself. I used this stuff called kratom, and it kind of helped out, kind of like how Suboxone does. But yeah, I never seek professional help. I just cold turkey did it on my own. So.
Can you tell me a little bit more about kratom? It's a Kratom. So somebody, I have a few subscribers who comment about how good that is. Is that natural? Is that you have to need a prescription? What is that?
No, it actually, you get it from like head shops, so like smoke shops and stuff. It really depends on where you buy it. It's kind of like a buyer beware market. I don't know how some smoke shops, how they go about it, but what I'd say is you got to kind of do your research. But yeah, it's like an all-natural plant. It comes from, I think, Thailand, and from what I've read is they used it kind of like to wean people off of the opiates. So it's kind of like Suboxone, but without the dependency. So you're not switching one dependency out for another. Even though people say you can might be get addicted to it, but yeah, that's how I used it. Kind of like how people use Suboxone, just to wean myself off of the opiates.
Do you think kratom would work to get you off of blues?
Yeah, I'd say it can work. So people just need to find their dosage, because there's such thing, you can take too much or you don't take enough, and people say it doesn't work. But yeah, I'd say just first do your research. But yeah, it can definitely help a lot of people out.
Where do you think you're going to be in the next 6 months?
Next 6 months, hopefully off of the streets, working, just doing things right. But yeah, first thing is just getting off of the blues, obviously, and getting off of the streets.
So I approached you, and right away you asked me if I was lost in Phoenix, right? So it looks like you've been watching the channel, and you told me that you appreciate what I do. Why is that?
It really sheds a light on a lot of people that aren't able to tell their story. I think that's important because there's people in all walks of life that fall into addiction, and it's really interesting to hear what people got to say, and how they got started out, and what goes on through people's minds. But yeah, that's I think the most important thing is giving the people a voice.
I also asked you if you were hungry, and you declined food because you had just ate. Is that correct?
Yes.
So I'm going to commend you and give you kudos for having the courage to share your story. Okay, it's a common story that I hear out here, and you're right. The purpose of this channel is to create prevention through awareness, right? Awareness for all the young people of what's going on out here, to avoid, right, the dangers of these blues, right? Because there's nothing glamorous about living like this, right?
No, definitely not at all.
And what words of advice can you give to people, that, especially a lot of young people? So, for example, what's the youngest that you've seen out here?
I've seen people like as young as 15. Yeah, it's really sad.
It is, especially for you, the father, right? You're a father of 3.
Yeah.
And can you imagine your children out here one day, very soon? Just that's heartbreaking, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So by you sharing your story, you're gonna help out somebody out there, right?
Yeah.
So what would you advise people thinking about trying this, or they just recently got started? What would you tell them?
I would say, obviously distance your people from doing that are doing the drugs. If you're even thinking about doing it, don't. All you need to do is take a ride down right here. Just how people are living, it looks like they had the life sucked out of their soul. It just doesn't, it's nothing good about it. You don't want to wake up and the first thing on your mind is where can I get blues, or what am I going to do to get blues? Because the lengths that people go through to get these drugs is insane. It just really will change your life. Your life will literally revolve around a little blue pill. So I'd say it's not worth it. It's not fun. I'd be lying if I said that it doesn't feel good, but it's not worth it. You've obviously had a past life where you lived so long without doing it, so you can look at it that way. Is I lived without the blues before, I can do it again.
Yeah, that's a great advice, and a person like you knows really well because you've lived it, right?
Yeah.
Through when you were using H, and now you're using blues. So you've kicked it before, now you can kick this. Okay, it's just a matter of you deciding when, right?
Yeah.
So you seem like a very intelligent young man, a type of person that could accomplish anything. Okay, so it's gonna have to take you to decide to get past this, go use that kratom again, and go start your life rebuild again. And hopefully one day we can meet and you're doing a lot better, and we're talking about before and now afterwards, where you're back to being successful, right?
Definitely. Yes.
So Danny, thank you very much. I'm gonna give you my information so we can stay in contact, or if you need help, you need to go to treatment, or you want to do an update with the successful story, let me know. But thank you very much, and try to stay safe out here, okay?
Yes, sir.